So it's about time to include the new Blazing Festival Shikamaru in the tier list because they did make this Blazing Festival a little bit rushed compared to the other ones. It is still July and I'm already updating it. It's supposed to be in August, but if I update it in August, like the third anniversary is in August, in the middle of August, so dude, they rushed this Blazing Festival so much because I think they skipped a they didn't skip. What did they skip? I think they skipped a week, and they had like normally in this game, Blazing Bash and Blazing Fast are not active at the same time, but it was. So you can see that they skipped something. So I guess just including Shikamaru in. One thing that I did change about my tier list is that, as you can see, there's no more trash tier because honestly I feel like it was unneeded. The units that were in there were the like old Blazing Festivals that weren't supposed to be Blazing Festivals, but they became Blazing Festivals for some reason. You know what I'm talking about, the Body Rock Lee, the Heart Itachi, they're all trash. And I feel like they shouldn't even be in the tier list. They aren't really Blazing Festivals. Tsunade was in the trash tier list, which is why I kept her art as a 5-star in the video, just so it symbolized that she's that bad. She used to be in the trash tier list, but now she's the bottom of D. So, Shikamaru. Now, as I did with Gaara, and I don't know if I did with Pain, I don't think I did with Pain, but this time around I did ask in the community tab what rank you guys think Shikamaru should be, and these are the results. Wow. Very decisive. 69% of 4,000 votes for A tier. And I'm so glad that actually people agreed with me, because I was scared, because every single new unit that comes out, people tend to overhype them. Like, because it's Shikamaru, I believed people would be like, oh, he's an S tier unit because it's Shikamaru. Shikamaru is a really cool character, but not because he's a cool character necessarily means that he's a good unit. Now, one thing is that you can't. I did ask in the previous video if you guys wanted me to include Gar in the God tier. I've seen people saying yes, and I've seen people saying no. He's good in S tier. I feel like he's in the top of S tier. I still believe Gaara is in the top of S tier, but he's not still in the God tier. He can carry you through Ninja World, kind of, but I believe he's not as good as Bang, right? Even if he wasn't the God tier, he would be the worst of the God tier, but he's insane. Just wanted to make this this observation, and also people want me to raise Edomadura to B tier, which I don't know. I hate this unit. You guys know that. I hate this unit because I love Edomadura in the anime, and this unit just doesn't belong in this game. It's just bad. So I'm keeping him in the C tier, but if I get more notices of oh, you should raise him, maybe I will. I just feel like Madara is good here. So let's talk about Shikamaru and why he is an A tier unit. Already in here. You remember in the Gaara video, I like it took me like the whole video to put him in the tier list. But yeah, Shikamaru is in the A tier. If I was to actually, because this is random, right? But if I was to actually put the A tier together, I would say Obito is in the top. Can I? Okay, Obito is the top. I would say Shikamaru is the second best unit in the A tier. He's not S tier level, but he's really good, and I'll talk about why in a second. I feel like Obito is better though. Obito, he is a unit that is really ahead of his time because of his Zero Break, he hits so hard. I believe when skill gets a 750 attack booster, he might go to the S tier. But for the time being, of course, I'm still keeping him at the top of the A tier. But Shikamaru, I would say he's just below that. And I'll not say Naruto. Like, this Naruto is insane. I want to say he's the third best one. These are random, though. I'm not going to place these because I don't feel the need to. But if I was to place Kakashi, it would be the fourth. But now, moving on to why Shikamaru is an A tier. Now, Shikamaru, right? I've seen in the Reddit some people saying that they believe Shikamaru is one of the best body units, and that's true. But here's the thing. I don't think Shikamaru is even comparable to Final Valley Sasuke. After they put the Final Valley Sasuke in the game, ever since then, there's not been a single body unit that is even comparable to him, which is a problem. I feel like body, summonable unit-wise, has been very bad. Indra is a good unit, But again, you can't even compare him to Final Fight Sasuke, while Pain, I feel like he's somewhat comparable to Final Fight Naruto. He's not as good as Final Fight Naruto, but he's somewhat comparable. While Indra and Shikamaru, I don't think they're even close to Final Fight Sasuke, which is an issue. Body has like been dug to the ground because of summonable units. I feel like skill has improved a lot because the free-to-play units they have been putting out are a little bit better, but body has been a bad place. Body has been kind of like carried by the free-to-play units that they have, but moving on to why Shikamaru's in A tier. Finally. So field skill and body skill, trash. Which is reduced chance of being chakra sealed, reduced chance of being switch sealed. I've said, if these were like Pain, and like you need to compare him to a recent Blazing Festival. So let me compare him to recent Blazing Festivals. Gaara and Pain, the two latest Blazing Festivals, just because again, he is released in the same time being as them, right? So I should have opened this sooner. I'm dumb. Gaara and Pain. What is Gaara's field and body skill? Gaara is a 750 attack booster. Already good. Body skill is average, but 750 attack booster, and that's his role. He's the only 750 attack booster for Bravery. That alone makes Gaara a viable unit. And then Pain. He is the first double body skill unit with attack boosting by 300 to every element and restores 250 health. Incredible body and really good field skill of damage reduction for up to 30%. That alone is really good. Again, you need to compare him to recent units. Shikamaru's field skill and body skill are trash. There's like, especially compared to them. So that alone is kind of like a negative. And then he does have some decent field skills, I want to say. Sync skills, I'm sorry. Nullify Mobilization is really good, but syncs with body, so he's not really viable for PvP. Sync with Hidden Leaf, but he's good for like PvE. Sync with Hidden Leaf, which is very common. Final Fight Sasuke's Hidden Leaf and stuff like that. Nullifies Jutsu Sealing, which is good. Like, nullifying something and reducing the chance is completely different, right? When you nullify something, there's no chance you even gonna be close to being Jutsu Sealed, right? So, Sync with Ninja Alliance, which is also very viable, nullifies Chakra Sealing, so these are good sync skills. And then the abilities are really good. 25% chance of resetting for both normal jutsu and ultimate, increases damage against heart. The abilities are really good, but this is where he kind of, I don't know, it's just, he isn't as good as you would believe for him to be, right? Removes perfect dodge and barrier for one enemy range and ignores substitution, changing their element to heart for 3 turns with 6 points shoot towards them. Changing to heart is really good. But that's pretty much it. His ultimate removes perfect dodge and barrier for all enemies in range, nullifies mobile 17 times, plus this is the part that really strikes me. Nullifies damage you receive from normal attacks. Now you can say, oh, his ultimate is really good, he has removed all of this and 17 times is pretty good, but again, you need to compare him to other units. What does Pain do? Pain does 23 through all enemies, that's full map. Shikamaru is not full map, Shikamaru is a big AoE. This is full map, knocks him back, puts up a barrier that protects himself for 15,000 worth for 5 turns, and nullifies damage from ninjutsu and secret technique. Now that alone, he can take damage. Shikamaru can still take damage from jutsus. Pain can take damage at all. Literally at all for 5 turns, because for the first 3 turns he can't take jutsus at all, so the jutsu is gonna just dodge. And the normal attacks, one normal attack is gonna do 15,000 damage. And then for the remainder of the other 2 turns that he's still gonna have the barrier, there's almost no events in the game that would possibly come down to like doing 15,000 damage on you. That's more than your health most of the time. So like Pain's ultimate is so much better. And I closed Gaara. I'm so dumb. I closed Gaara for accident. I'm sorry. I want to talk about Gaara's ultimate as well, because I've seen people saying that Shikamaru's ultimate is really good, but you need to compare him to like the most recent units. You can't just, oh, this ultimate is good, so he's a good unit. Gaara's ultimate is still better, because 13.2 times towards them. Enemy receives increased damage by their non-effective elemental fiends by 30% for 6 turns, and restores chakra by 3. This is full map again, just like Pain. He increases damage by 30%. Gaara is so broken. He does like 100k on his ultimate. Like, full map. And then if you don't get the reset, which you can get the reset with a 30% chance, also 30% for normal jutsu, which is higher than Shikamaru. you can still get a 3 chakra back. So it's like, Gaara is still broken, and that's Shikamaru's biggest flaw. Like, his ultimate is average. It's just a normal ultimate. His normal jutsu is good, switches to heart, but I feel like skill never had an issue with type disadvantage. I mean, it had back in the day. It did have an issue with type disadvantage. Nowadays, we have Final vs Sasuke, which again is the biggest problem. Final vs Sasuke, he's good against skill because his ultimate nullifies type disadvantage, so he's gonna do neutral typing, and with Sasuke's last ability, he increases damage against skill by 40%. So he literally does almost type advantage against skill anyways, and Shikamaru is only against one enemy, which you can make the case for Omoi, which is also a unit that changes typing, also in his ultimate single target. Well, Omoi is free to play! Shikamaru is a blazing festival with 0.33% rates, and Omoi's normal jutsu, let me bring up Omoi since I'm talking about him. Omoi is the key example of a unit that is a perfect free-to-play unit, because he has a focus, and he has an objective in his playtime. It's to switch their element. Omoi has an AoE that switches to skill, and a single target that switches to body. The only reason why it's single target is because it's his type advantage, and he's free to play. Shikamaru should have had his ultimate being the one that switches element for all enemies in the map. That should have been his ultimate. Switches everyone in the map to heart. That would have been a good ultimate. He lacks the ultimate. He just lacks in the ultimate department. He does hit decently hard because his stats are pretty good, but he is nothing special, and that's why he's in the A rank. A rank is good. Where is he? Oh yeah, he's here. A rank is good, but the fact is that he just doesn't carry you through stuff. These units are here because they carry you through stuff, and these somewhat still carry you. Like, I want to say, all of these except Indra and maybe Sasuke carry you through stuff. Even like Kakashi, which is only damage focused, he still does. And Shikamaru is still not up there. But Shikamaru is still good. A tier is still relevant. Units up until the A tier are still relevant in the game, and if you pull them is a good thing. I want to say only below the A tier are units that you're like, damn, that's a yikes. Even Jiraiya. Jiraiya is somewhat decent if you have his first dupe and then you can heal, but that's pretty much it. He doesn't have much else. Yeah, that's where I placed Shikamaru, and I'm thankful that people agreed with me. 4,000 votes, and the majority voted A tier. So I'm grateful for people actually agreeing with me on this one as well. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and good luck if you do someone in the 3rd anniversary.